watching The High Road with me, Keith Warren, brought to you by Timber Creek Outdoors. Now this particular piece of property that we're going to be hunting on, I mean, I love this place. It is thick, classic, typical South Texas brush country. And not only does it have a bunch of hogs and big white-tailed deer, but it's got a huge population of rabbits. And I was down here last year at about this same time and shot a pile of rabbits. Well, this time I'm back, and our primary target is going to be feral hogs, and I'm going to be using the thermal vision equipment made by Pulsar. We're going to go sit out a little bit before dark. I've hunted here for several years, and got a little pond over here, and we're going to go sit over there, throw out some corn, see if Mr. Pig comes in. If he does, he's in trouble. All right, those guys right there are going to help us out here. What they're doing, they're throwing some corn out. We got plenty of time till dark. We're going to get situated right over here. The wind is good, but not so good that we need to forget about eliminating our smell. Okay. I need to get set up while they're still here because I want to get the heck out of here, park the truck, and then walk back in. Got a real nice setup over here, my shooting sticks, and we are gonna see if we can kill some pigs tonight. All right, this is going to be a nice spot. Let me show you the setup. I've got a set of shooting sticks right here, and I've got my chair sitting right here. I'm going to sit right here where I can look right over the top of this weeds and stuff and be able to see them coming in. And then hopefully I can stand up, rest off these sticks, and bust one. All right, so I'm going to go park the truck. I'll be right back. All right, we're going to get out of here now. Let me sneak back in. I'll be back. The cool thing is, we've got a water pond back over here. So it got to about 80 degrees today. I mean, it's pretty doggone hot. It hadn't rained in quite a while. It's real dry. So this water pond is going to attract animals. That feeder is going to attract animals, and as you can tell, that there's a bunch of panels around that feed pen is to keep the hogs out so the deer can get in there and feed. But the hogs want to get in there and feed, so they're hanging around this water and coming over there praying to God that that panel falls down so they can get in there, but they're not going to be able to. Let's say take one for the high road team tonight. Boy, they'll be showing up any minute. But in the event they don't, and they come in after dark, here's the equalizer right here. This truly is the equalizer. Hogs are nocturnal, especially when they're heavily pressured, and just about every place in Texas heavily pressures them. And it's for that reason, I was hoping that we're going to be able to actually get a shot on video with a regular video camera of taking a hog out. Now these hogs came in right at dark. And it's for that reason that when I'm hog hunting, especially when I'm hog hunting, I never go without my Pulsar Thermal Gear. And the reason why is because I can use it during the daytime just like I can at night. But at nighttime, it allows me to be able to see good enough to be able to capture some really good video on the Helion right here, or on the trail rifle scope. I mean, it's deadly accurate. And so what it allows me to do is to hunt much longer than I normally would without thermal gear. So when I'm hog hunting, you'll never catch me in the woods without the Pulsar gear. And this is the first one of hopefully several to come tonight, but it's kind of cool colored. I mean, look at it, big old ears on it. CLP actually is an acronym. It stands for Clean, Lubricate, and Protect. It's a phenomenal product. Tell them how you clean a rifle with it.
Probably my favorite use of that CLP product in the aerosol is the upper receiver on my match guns and my practice guns. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the upper off right quick. And what I found, it doesn't really take much more than the time it takes you to apply it. So I got my little widget here and a shopper rag, give you an idea of what's going on.
And it cleans, lubricates, and protects.
And that protection thing is really big in Louisiana.
Yeah, and the reason why is because of humidity. You know, a lot of times we'll go out in the field, and when we're in areas with great humidity, you don't really think about it. You wind up putting your gun up, and it's got the moisture. You want to protect it. So CLP is my favorite product out of the entire product line from Lucas Oil Outdoor line. That dirty rag is the reason why.
Good stuff.
It's late February and deer season has been over for a while now in Texas, and we got the itch. And the good thing about going hunting in Texas is that you can hunt year-round, 12 months a year, because we've got feral hogs. And the guys that we're going on this hunt with, I mean, I've hunted with them many, many times for many years. And these guys, Randy and Gerald, they are some kind of good at putting their clients on feral hogs.
I'm Randy Tausch. My hunting partner Gerald Hollop, and I do a fully guided spot and stalk night vision wild hog hunts with dedicated night vision scopes, night vision goggles, suppressors on all of our rifles, and it is a ton of fun.
Now the rifle Maddie is shooting, it's my Nemo. It's a 308 executive order. It's topped off with the Pulsar Trail thermal rifle scope, and this thing is unbelievable. And so this will be the first time that my little girl puts this rifle in her hands, and it's going to be interesting to see what she can do with it.
When you come on a hunt with Randy and Gerald, they always provide everything, which means they provide the gun and the night vision equipment. But we brought our own gun, and I'm shooting an AR10 from Nemo. It's a 308. It's topped off with a suppressor from our friends at Silencer Shop. I've got a Pulsar Trail thermal unit on top, which makes everything happen, and I'm shooting bore buster ammunition by Freedom Munitions. And you'll notice this doesn't look like a normal Nemo because it's tricked out with Timber Creek equipment on it. We've got an extended mag release right here, the ambi safety, which my dad loves at 45, so all of his are set like that. I prefer mine at 90 and it can do both. We've got a pistol grip right here. I think that's all we've got on this one, but it really makes it a lot more functionable for me.
You know, it seems like every time that we go with Randy and Gerald, I mean, they make it look so easy, and hog hunting is not this easy, unless you go with Randy and Gerald, and unless you use the Pulsar gear. And so what happens, we wind up the very first set. I mean, it wasn't 10 minutes in, we walk up, we're walking through the bushes, I'm following Maddie, I've got the Pulsar monocular following her, and we're going along, and all of a sudden, bingo, come across a group of hogs.
That was a long wait.
Thanks. Okay, look, here he is. Perfect size eating pig. Look at him. This is a good first pig for the night. Yeah, we were talking about two things. The depth perception when you're using night vision and thermal equipment, it's so off. You can't tell if you're at 30 yards or 60 yards. And then the other thing we're talking about, the highway's right there, I-10. You can hear the cars swooshing past. They're so overpopulated and acclimated to people that they're living right by the highway. They're so overpopulated, and we're doing a really good job for these farmers over here.
Absolutely. It's not unusual to see them 30 or 40 yards off the road.
Yeah, that's nuts. So let's go get some more and get some pork meat.
Sounds good. As you can see, we have corn feeders out here in the field, and we run about 20 of them. But in addition to the corn feeders, on the day of a hunt, we go out and we put out additional corn, but in addition to the corn, we even put Milo on the ground. As you can see, the pigs have to feed for a long time to pick that up. They will pilfer through this dirt until there's not a grain of Milo left on the ground, and they stay for hours to do so. And so what we're trying to do is get them to a bait spot and have them stay there until we get there, because we never know what time we're going to arrive at a bait spot. And that's what makes it so successful.
Now, this hog was a perfect eating size. Now, they're really all perfect eating size if you ask me. But anyway, this one really was a good one. And so we took care of that one right quick, and it was off to the next spot. And as soon as we walked to the next spot, bingo. We got 2 hogs on this road. We walk in there, close the gap, close the gap, close the gap within range, and all of a sudden it's lights out on another one.
Dunskies. Perfect. Whew. Let's go see him. All right, Gerald just went to go get the truck. This was our second set and it was phenomenal. We stocked up on 2 big lone pigs. And I took this one down. You can see the Freedom Munitions bore buster is just literally a bore buster. Very impressive. So, you know, we've got a whole night ahead of us, and I think I'm gonna be nice and let my dad have the next shot.
Okay, so Maddie has 2 hogs down, and I'm sitting here going, oh man, when is it gonna be my turn? And you know, all I've been doing is shooting the Pulsar monocular, and we've got some great footage with it. But when is it gonna be my turn? Now. All right, I'm on deck now. Go ahead and spray me down. I'm gonna tell you the unit that I've been filming. I've filmed both Maddie's hunts that she just did. This is the Pulsar Helion. It is, it's got audio to it, and it is some kind of unbelievable. It is clear, and even in the cover of darkness, you can see hogs like crazy. And we're fixing to change positions. Maddie's gonna take the Helion, and I'm fixing to take the rifle. So we come up to this one spot. We had to cross over a couple of fences, and no, we're not poaching. I know it looks like it because we're doing it at night. You got it with the thermal, and you see us doing this, but we're not poaching. Okay, we got permission to hunt this property. Matter of fact, the landowner gives Randy and Gerald permission to hunt lots of pieces of property to keep the population of feral hogs down. So we cross the fences, we kind of go through the brush, we get perfectly set up. I just got to pick which one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Now this turned out to be a really pretty good sized hog. You know, the one thing is with thermal vision, when you wind up using it, I've been using Pulsars for a long time. And I can tell you one thing is that I have a hard time with seeing how big stuff is. I look through there and it's like, all I'm really focusing on is that little spot right here at the base of the ear. So I walk up to them and it's like, heck, that one's a whole lot bigger than what I thought. So it's like, okay, we take care of that one, and we look up and the hogs don't run off far. And pretty soon here they start coming back in. And look across, and in the brush, here's one lone boar. And it's lights out. That's the way it's supposed to be done right there. You know, when you come on a hunt like this, it's a lot of fun. And you know, we're shooting modern sporting rifles. A lot of people call these AR10s or AR15s for say a 5.56 caliber. But we call them modern sporting rifles. And it seems like in today's world, you know, these are a target for the antis. They want to take these away from us, and I think in a responsible person's hands, okay, they're no more dangerous than a bolt-action rifle. I mean, come on, these are tools to get the job done. When you come out here with these guys, you're going to have a great time. You're going to need to bring an ice chest because you're going to take home some great meat, but you're going to make some really good friends. I think every hunter should pride themselves with the way they take care of their animals after they shoot them. And what I'm talking about is that not just treat them with dignity and respect when you're making the recovery, but also when you're preparing them to take them home. And you know, I feel real good about my ability to process animals, especially feral hogs, because I've done so many of them. But I sit here, after we got done hunting, we went back with Randy and Gerald, and this is the one thing they do on every single hunt. They'll take every client's hogs back and they'll butcher them and clean them and wash them up and give them to you better than a butcher shop. I mean, I think I do a good job. I'm nothing compared to Randy and Gerald. So is it bad for me to say at the beginning of the show, I think on today's program we're going to be pounding pork? I'm kind of wondering. I mean, I think sometimes I think maybe I try to clean things up too much and I'm too worried about what people think. But I wonder what you think. So let me hear from you. If you're watching online, post your questions and comments below. And if you're not, go to highroadhunting.com where you can watch all of our videos online. And on behalf of me and Maddie and all of our staff, I want to thank you all for watching The High Road.